Somebody asked me, does Kody just split up the day and divorce?
I need flowers for my wives. Today we're going to meet with Tanya, the loan officer, to see if we can get qualified for the 4 homes.
I was honestly floored. I was sitting there holding my breath. I was waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Hey lovely viewers. Welcome to my update gossip channel. I will explain everything. Watch this video until end. Sister Wives star KodyBrown is currently fighting the Battle of Coyote Pass, tangling with Janelle and MeriBrown over the fate of the Arizona land, and MykeltiBrown's previous comments about his financial life make it clear that money issues are never far from the patriarch's mind. In light of a hardscrabble past where Kody had many mouths to feed and not enough money, it's not impossible that he's hanging on to the land until market conditions are in his favor. If he lists the property in a seller's market, he may get a better return on his investment. Kody, who sometimes plays the victim, reportedly owns the lion's share of Coyote Pass, a whopping 97%, while Meri and Janelle have much smaller shares. Those women want him to sell the land and give them what they're owed. This is why there's been so much focus on Kody's spending habits and financial history. He once had 4 wives, including ChristineBrown, and now has 17 children. Garrison Brown sadly passed away, and his desire to multiply love left him with a lot of bills to pay. Kody worked a sign sales job in the old days. Janelle went out to work too. However, those 2 salaries weren't enough to pay for everything. All those kids needed to eat, just like the adults did. They also needed shelter, clothes, medicine, electricity, and school supplies. According to his daughter Mykelti, as per the Authentic podcast, Kody tried to find a way to ease the crushing responsibility of providing, by trying, get-rich-quick schemes. However, later on, another daughter, Gwendlyn Brown, took to YouTube to accuse him of spending very crazy. When Mykelti talked about Kody's money issues in the old days, she wasn't cutting him down. She got very real, explaining why he chose the get-rich-quick schemes. It was because the family was very poor. This isn't a sob story. The truth is that Kody and Meri filed for bankruptcy in 2015. All the other now exes have filed for bankruptcy too. Only Robyn hasn't done so, although she had credit card debt totaling around $32K. In a Reddit thread started by Mama Ya 2016, Robyn shared her attitude about cold, hard cash. Kody and I are different in the way that we look at money. He talks a lot about saving money and not spending money and stuff like that. And I think saving is good, but I also think that quality of living is important. If Flagstaff could improve our quality of living, then it would be worth the money to me. The Browns were trying to stay afloat, until reality TV fame changed their lives forever. However, Janelle says she still has financial problems today. She recently complained about the fact that Kody had so much financial control over the family. She did the books, and he pulled money from accounts whenever he wanted to. Apparently, discussions about money trigger Kody, maybe because he knows what it's like not to have it. During a February 2025 episode of Sister Wives, Janelle said Kody thinks money's a hot button topic. He said on screen that Janelle has the same assets as everyone else, but she doesn't live in a $2.1 million home like Kody and Robyn do. In fact, on screen, last season, she seemed miserable in a tiny rental. She could barely move around in her small kitchen. She and Kody clashed on her couch, which wasn't a really fancy piece of furniture. Meanwhile, Kody and Robyn had a Flagstaff palace with a huge living room and gourmet kitchen. Lately, with Kody and Robyn, it's so lavish. Kody's got his David Yurman shield pendant. Kody and Robyn wear matching David Yurman signet rings. Robyn's been spotted in high-end shoes by Tory Burch. They've got the big house, and in the past, they inflamed the other then wives by taking a glam vacation in Hawaii that seemed to go on forever. Kody's clearly sick of poverty. He clawed his way out of it however he could, and there's nothing wrong with that. What causes controversy is his lifestyle with Robyn, versus how some of the exes live. Mykelti said, "My dad always chased a get-rich-quick scheme, almost always. Well, I can't really blame him for trying. I think the pressure he was under was extreme. If he looked for ways to generate income rapidly, who could possibly blame him? The problem is that those schemes often Fail. Yes, we have our Bitcoin millionaires and all that, but how many of them do you personally know? It's not an everyday thing to try a get-rich scheme and have it work out. In most cases, it's more like a pipe dream. Anyone who's lived without a lot of money can probably understand what Kody was up against and sympathize. He's not a villain for going on TV to make money. In a sense, he didn't have a lot of options. However, his decision to put his wives and children on television has definitely had its downside. It's been a long, strange trip on Sister Wives. In the old days, they didn't have much, but they actually seemed happier. They did inexpensive things that were fun. They carved pumpkins on the lawn, or went sledding. Money's important, but lots of people who have oodles of it are unhappy. Look at all the rich Hollywood actors and rock stars who've gone off the rails. It's good that Kody's got an upscale lifestyle now, and hopefully he's not in too much debt. However, it has to be said that he has more now, but doesn't seem happy at all. The thing is, that Sister Wives KodyBrown did provide for his wife and kids. The children didn't have a lot, but he got them through their childhoods. On screen, they appeared to be well fed, with decent clothes. Maybe they wished they had more, but he took care of them. Kody gets a bad rap. It's like he can't win, but with the brown women helping, he did get those kids through childhood. It wasn't easy for Sister Wives Kody back then, but he managed, putting his life out there for everyone to judge. That was a way that the Sister Wives star put food on the table. When his choices are viewed in that context, the decisions he made become a lot more understandable. Sister Wives star KodyBrown seems to feel so alone lately, amid a battle over the family's Coyote Pass land, which is divided into 4 plots. Now, it's time to talk about why his villain act might not be an act at all. Since 3 wives left him, and he lost his son, Garrison Brown, Kody's reached a whole new plateau of alienation. Derided by his ex-wives and some of his older children, he's also painted as a villain by fans. With reality fame there can be a real dark side. There is a loss of privacy, there is endless judgment. Kody clearly doesn't feel like a villain at all, as his words and actions show. However, the world keeps telling him that he's a bad person. Kody's a man, like any other. The issue is that his ups and downs are out there for the entire world to judge. The fact that he multiplied his love with 4 wives, versus the usual one, has put him in a unique and uncomfortable position. After losing his status as a polygamist, and losing the son that he loved so much, he's not the same person. However, no matter how experience shapes and softens him, he is criticized. Kody, who's often cranky and out of sorts, may wonder how to be himself. And resent those who pick him apart. It's important for Kody to be himself, to share his truth. As a mother of a son, I know that men have feelings, a lot of feelings, and they need to get them out. Sometimes, even though there's been progress, it's like society expects men to swallow their pain and repress it. Men who are trying to be strong may feel undervalued and unheard. They may wish things were different, that they could show vulnerability without being perceived as weak. Until someone actually walks a mile in Kody's shoes, they really have no idea what it's like. This level of fame has to be experienced to be understood. Above via at Pumpkin Punky via TikTok, Kody is filmed from behind while he strolls with Robyn. There are cameras following his every move. This kind of laser focus on his life may make him hold in pain, but that can be harmful. It can even contribute to a victim mentality. That can be real, not an act. After so much shade from fans and his own family, Kody may actually feel like an outcast. He can't even go to a shopping mall or bar without ending up on social media, where people make fun of him. According to WebMD, when people have a victim mentality, they take things personally, and often ask themselves, what did I do to deserve this? This feeling of being a victim often surfaces due to trauma. The person's energy becomes more negative, as they are processing so much. However, they won't accept their role in things, which can prevent them from making good decisions, such as taking full accountability. Is it any wonder that Kody tries to explain his side of things? To redress the balance by sharing his own take on his failed relationships and feuds? No, of course not. Kody may feel hard done by because people have been so mean. He may feel like an outsider in his own family too, at least, when he's not with RobynBrown. If Kody doesn't open up and tell people how he feels, he may slip into a state of quiet desperation. However, when he shares his feelings, everything he says is torn apart. This catch-22 can lead to a lot of buried anger and sadness, and occasional outbursts. Would any of us be any different if we were being judged so harshly? I doubt it. Kody talked about feeling persecuted for loving Robyn, with whom he occasionally hit turbulence, as seen in the clip above. In another Sister Wives scene, he said, "I am only guilty of not falling madly in love with their mothers." He possibly played the victim when he talked about his issues with children by other mothers. Kody feels that he's getting punished because he prefers Robyn. He said, "They're purposefully leaving me out of their lives to punish me for a crime I did not commit." On an older Instagram, Kody was roasted by fans. Their merciless assessments of his character must sting, feeding into his victim complex. One fan did not mince words, basically telling Kody to pull himself together. This post and comment were added before he lost his son. The Sister Wives viewer said, "If you continue to blame everyone else as to why your family fell apart, you are going to be a very lonely man." What can soothe the restless heart of Kody? Robyn can, but that's not always enough. There's so much stress and so many emotions. Kody had big dreams for Coyote Pass, for his future. He feels that falling in love with Robyn was the reason why he became an outcast, that everyone turned on him. Maybe people should listen to what he has to say. Is there a grain of truth to this? Should he be punished forever because of a passion so strong he couldn't control or hide it? Is loving Robyn wrong? No, of course not. Imagine for a moment that the whole world is putting you down. Your every move and utterance is put under a microscope and analyzed. Nothing you do is ever good enough. That's where Kody is at, and there's no way for him to really filter out the noise. Fame is bright lights, it's intense scrutiny. Sometimes, it's pain. Kody's family fell apart while everyone watched. Now, he's on the fringes, trying to heal his relationships with his exes. At the same time, he needs to keep Robyn, who called her and Kody's kids with her the core family, happy. Even after the exes left, he was unable to really enjoy his love for Robyn. Kody's typically all lit up around her, it's real love. However, because he shares children with the women who left, he must constantly think of how other people feel. Sometimes, he fumbles, he may want to escape from all that pressure, but adulting is mandatory. He wants his children he fights with to come to him, however, he may find that going to them is the best way to change his life. He's their father and he always will be. They need him in their life. At one point, Kody seemed to have it all figured out. The exes left him, but he seemed to want it that way. He had a new and monogamous life with Robyn, and things seemed to be okay. What no one could predict was a terrible event, Garrison's death. Since they were estranged when he died, the pain Kody's living with must be terrible. So much was left unsaid. These things can haunt a person, and anyone in that situation might have trouble dealing with their memories, their feelings, guilt and fear and missing the person. However, this doesn't stop the world from telling Kody where he's going wrong in life. Nothing stops them. The idea that Kody might be emotionally wounded by fame and the slings and arrows isn't always discussed, but it should be. Yes, he's made mistakes, for which he should take accountability, but what he has to live with is a lot. Now, as he deals with uncertainty over the future of Coyote Pass, he may feel like he's still on the fringes. Robyn has said he's hard to live with, but he's dealing with grief. That could be all-consuming. He may keep some of that pain inside. People might not realize how much it's hurting him and acting on him. Maybe he feels like true happiness is too great of a challenge. Janelle's still trying to heal too. These natural reactions to grief are so human. However, there's always hope, like a shining city in the distance. Picture Kody alone in a car, following the road's white lines to a brand new place, filled with light, throbbing energy and possibilities. What Kody needs to do is make peace with his exes. He needs to forgive them. Kody needs to stop ruminating over their fights, the insults that reverberate in his head, dragging him back into the past. If he reaches that glowing city, where everything feels new, he can find new dreams. When he lets the light in, he will radiate the type of energy that people respond to. He will show the world that he values what he has left, that he can be happy. Special is very recent. More so than what the Sister Wives fans are used to. Usually, you see things a year or so after they happen. So, when RobynBrown speaks, you hear her talking from a mindset that's likely still with her today. Plus, RobynBrown's antics in the second half of this two-part episode seem to change. She fluffs up things a bit and even attempts comedy. Like when she lip-locks Kody while swiping her hand toward the camera to go away. Something changes for Robyn. During the Sister Wives wedding special, Robyn continued to display her sobbing in scenes. Fans are so used to these behaviors by now. So, lately, they seem to dedicate less social media space to her signature boohooing. In a recent interview, the youngest of the Sister Wives brides seems to say, "We're all victims at times, but we need to fight that, like kicking off hands that are trying to pull us down. When sisterwiveskody opens his heart, the barriers that he's erected will fall away. People will see the real him, a man with feelings, a man who needs love and gives love. And then fans can begin to know the real Kody." Sister Wives star ChristineBrown seemed to hit RobynBrown in her Achilles heel, but it looks like JanelleBrown stepped in and cleaned it up. On the TLC series. While what Christine said raised a few eyebrows among the viewers, it looks like she had a reason to say it. Plus, more than likely it was not meant as a dig. Sister Wives. ChristineBrown drops JanelleBrown's jaw. To say that ChristineBrown enjoyed her wedding day is a huge understatement. Her joy radiated out through the guests. That said, even the fans at home in front of their TV sets felt the love surrounding her and Devid Woolley. Some of the fans admitted to shedding tears of happiness while watching certain scenes. Some watching the second part of the Sister Wives wedding special say they became astounded by some of the antics of the bride. Namely, her impromptu lap dance for the groom. Even JanelleBrown said she realized she was looking at something that shocked her. But Janelle, being JanelleBrown, said it was her wedding. So she sat back and laughed with the rest of the guests at this Sister Wives grand affair. ChristineBrown also knew she went a bit too far. She noticed that it was too much for a few of her kids. Plus, she probably saw JanelleBrown's face turn red as well. But she came out and said that she didn't care. So, once the initial shock of her risque move wore off, guests seemed to have a great time watching her. But it was something that Christine said that now seems to lead back to something Robyn holds sacred. She talked about it many times on Sister Wives. And no, it's not KodyBrown. RobynBrown cried over this. In the last few Sister Wives seasons, Robyn seemed to be on a sobbing rampage over the disconnection she felt from the rest of the family. But while it bothered her to feel left out, Robyn mostly felt this pain for her kids. The mother of 5 seemed to blame ChristineBrown for robbing her kids of a chance to grow up in a plural marriage. She never experienced what the other 3 wives had had in this Sister Wives family. But Robyn seemed to place the blame on everyone else besides herself and Kody. She pinpointed Christine since she was the first to pack up and leave. But RobynBrown showed up on the screen numerous times, complaining that her kids missed out on the joys of plural marriage. In season 18, Christine said how she would love to continue her relationships with all the kids. She threw a party after she had left the family and wanted to invite Robyn's kids, but because of the strain between them, she felt it was best that she didn't. Then RobynBrown put herself in the middle of the siblings' Christmas gift exchange and conjured up some hard feelings. So, when her daughters came on the screen in a confessional, they pretty much echoed their mother's words. They felt estranged from the family but didn't know why. Sister Wives. Christine's reference to 13 kids seen as jab to Robyn. In one of her many confessionals in season 18, Christine talked about her marriage to Devid. And how the kids were handling it. The Sister Wives family consists of 18 kids. Christine has 6, Janelle has 6, Meri has 1, and Robyn has 5 children. So the bride said to the camera that, "All 13 of my kids are very protective of me." But she likely meant the 13 kids that she had a major hand in raising. She was the stay-at-home mom as Janelle and Meri hit the workforce in the early days of Sister Wives. This was before RobynBrown entered the family with 3 kids from a previous marriage, then the 2 born to her and Kody, rounding out to 5 altogether. So, Christine considered the 13 kids as hers, just like Janelle and Meri did when bringing them up. But saying that her 13 children were protective of her was true, although it was seen as a dig at RobynBrown. To some Sister Wives viewers, it may look like the bride left out RobynBrown's kids purposely for a jab at her ex-co-wife. Although in all fairness, the other 5 children are not protective of Christine, so if she said 18 kids were protective of her, well, that would likely open another can of worms. But just like Janelle and Meri, ChristineBrown considered herself a mom of those 13 kids. And since she never got as close with Robyn's kids, it wouldn't be correct to say all of my 18 kids are protective of me. Janelle, clean up on best friend's aisle. Janelle Brown had something to say in the wedding finale episode. This may or may not have to do with Christine's line about her 13 kids. RobynBrown has been very vocal about her kids being slighted by the family's demise. She's also been called an overprotective mother through the Sister Wives seasons. Now it's like another family forms without KodyBrown or RobynBrown as part of it. Now Janelle Brown shares how at this wedding, with everyone there, it feels like they are whole. She also said that it feels as if the family still has an identity. Some of the players have changed, but it sounds like Janelle sees herself, along with Christine, Devid, and all their kids coming together as a family. But they don't shut anyone out. Janelle Brown made it clear that won't happen. She said if any of the kids who weren't part of this wanted to join them, they'd be very much welcome. So, it sounds like maybe Janelle attempted to smooth over ChristineBrown's 13 kids comment. But it could have been nothing more than a coincidence. But Christine has said in the past on Sister Wives that she'd welcome Robyn's kids at family functions. So, while some fans think the 13-kid mention was a dig from the bride, it was nothing more than the way it is. RobynBrown's kids aren't protective of ChristineBrown or, for that matter, Janelle Brown as well. But both these mothers would welcome those kids who Sister Wives fans got to know from the TLC series. Sister Wives star MeriBrown seems to follow KodyBrown's lead about multiplying love as she launches her new leading man into the world of TLC fans. Meri officially launched her new guy, Amos, this week. Now it looks like Kody is far from the only leading man on this reality series, as 2 of his ex-wives found new love interests. This time, she introduces a man who is dating kind of guy. He's not described as only friends, like the men who surfaced previously with her in social media posts. Now that this is out there, what she said during one of her confessionals during the wedding special makes more sense. Now we know that Kody had already been replaced by this first wife, as she had a new man in the wings at the time. Sister Wives. MeriBrown thrills her base with Amos. MeriBrown got cheers from around the nation after her fan base found her latest post. Many got their first glimpse of her introducing Amos with their first cup of coffee this morning. The original Sister Wives matriarch posted a few pictures with Amos online late yesterday. She also posted the official announcement about dating her new man in the caption of the photos. After more than 3 decades with Kody, she finds someone new. But she also discloses that she's not willing to share him. Unlike her days with Kody, Meri's love will likely never be part of a schedule again. MeriBrown shared what not to expect from her new love interest. So, we know more about what not to expect than what to expect. She shared that he is not 6'6", nor is he a pilot. So, Sister Wives fans know he is not a super tall man who flies aircraft. But fans say he's handsome, and comment how he's much more clean-cut than Kody and his ringlets. It seems the 2 biggest things he brings into her life are his love of laughter and the love of MeriBrown's new dog, Zona. She writes that Zona absolutely loves him, so it looks like Amos is a great fit for MeriBrown. But Meri reveals that her new man loves Christmas almost as much as she does. Viewers know how much this Sister Wives star loves this holiday. So, the fact that he does too, well, this likely means a lot to her. Fans also talk about the timing of this new man reveal today. They think it was kind of Meri to let her once co-wife from Sister Wives have her wedding day special before bringing this announcement to the world. Meri makes heartfelt tribute with Amos in the wing. MeriBrown sat for one of the many confessional clips that the Sister Wives adults did during ChristineBrown's wedding special. That's when she stunned fans with a glowing tribute to Christine's newfound happiness. The part that stunned the fans was Meri's wish to find herself the same love and happiness that Christine found with Devid Woolley. So, today, the fans know that when she said all those nice things about the bride's new love, she already found that guy she wished for. She started dating Amos in October. Meri also said they wanted to get some time to know each other before announcing their relationship to the world. Sister Wives fans are fresh off the introduction of Devid Woolley. So, they saw what this was like for him to become part of the mix. This new husband traded a quiet life for one that's like living in a fishbowl since becoming a couple with Christine. But he has the personality for this. He doesn't seem to care as long as his new wife is by his side. Devid appears as a man who truly loves his newlywed wife. Sister Wives, MeriBrown, monogamy or polygamy? Meri never said if she's headed for a monogamous relationship with Amos or if polygamy is her choice. Well, not in so many words. But she did say she's been keeping her new boyfriend kind of close to me as we've been enjoying the last few months of dating and getting to know each other. Then she gives a hint at what type of relationship this is with her next sentence. As I've considered when and how I wanted to share this fun news. And share him with the world, JK, not really sharing, I'm keeping him to myself. So there you have it, she's keeping Amos all to herself. It sounds like KodyBrown's antics might have tainted another Sister Wives lady when it comes to living polygamy again. Even Kody has resigned himself to a monogamous way of life with RobynBrown today. KodyBrown, easily replaced. MeriBrown seemed to take it the hardest when it was time to sever herself from KodyBrown. Both Christine and JanelleBrown decided to leave Kody and never looked back. But Meri endured so much more from KodyBrown before he was the one to decide for her to end this marriage. The Sister Wives patriarch told his first wife that their marriage was over. He also said he could fake it, if that's what she wanted, but in his mind, it was over. So, while the viewers hoped she'd find someone new, they weren't expecting anything to happen for a while. Then, during one of her clips that aired during the wedding special, she became so adamant about finding someone to share her life with. But little did the Sister Wives viewers know that she already had found someone special. Fans are overjoyed for her today, and the comments more than reflect that. Many fans noted how both Meri and Christine upgraded from Kody with their choices of new men. But most of all, since seeing Devid become part of the series in season 18, fans can't wait for Amos to follow suit. Sister Wives. Kody slithers in. A new report says that KodyBrown was adamant about being part of the wedding special, which rolled out over the last 2 weeks. This report alleges that Kody believes it is his show because he initiated it years ago. But most of all, it's his paycheck. So, despite many fans saying they were not too pleased to see him infiltrate this 2-part special of love and joy, Kody slithered in. Well, today, MeriBrown surprised her fans from Sister Wives. She became the second ex-wife who didn't seem to find it too hard to move on from KodyBrown. So far, it looks like Christine and Devid transitioned seamlessly as he became part of the series. Now it looks like MeriBrown replaced her ex just as easily. This leaves fans hoping she follows her ex-co-wife's lead by replacing Kody with Amos, both on and off the TLC screen. Thanks for watching this video. What do you think about this video? Told on comment box and subscribe our channel.